LESEDI KGANYA, welcome back to my channel. My name is Natasha, aka Dr. Tash. Welcome, guys. I hope 2026 is, giving you some really good energy, new energy. All right, so today Spirit said you must talk about the journey of the self-initiate. All right. A lot of people do not understand self-initiation or the journey of the self-initiate. And why am I going to talk about this? It's because of the journey that I'm currently undergoing, right, with some of my mentees. Learning a lot, right, in this phase of my spiritual journey, right, as a spiritual guide, as a spiritual leader, right, to certain people, all right. We don't twasisa batu, we don't do all those things. I'm a mentor to those people, especially, all right, the people that I'm seeing also lately in my consultation are people who need to undergo the journey of self-initiation. All right, so my guide said talk about this and put it up on your channel, all right, because it is something that is happening and it's happening globally. So the road of the self-initiate, maybe self-initiation is not the correct word to use. Self-initiation does not mean you are necessarily initiating yourself. No, there is no one that can initiate, right, themselves. It simply just means that you've got higher level angels and guides that are ready to take you through this initiation, right, through sort of like a dream state and through intuition, through dreams, through meditation. This is how your initiation is playing about. It is a path that I have walked, so I know exactly what it is that I'm talking about, right? You see things as they come. Do this, go there. Do this, do that. Go there, go to this location, right? That's the journey of the self-initiated. You are someone who is already receiving instructions from your people, from your spirit guides, from your angels. Most of the people that I'm seeing, right, with this dynamic, they are people who have water-based gifts, right? People who come from water royal lineages, people who have this dynamic of being born with the second soul. I'll put up a video about the second soul on my channel. And people who are called into higher realms of initiation. All right, one of my mentees, she shared a dream with me, and I hope she doesn't get angry at me, right, for sharing this. She saw herself in the school, all right, and as she entered the school, she said there was a woman who was standing right at the door. And this woman, right, was dressed in all black, right? A white woman dressed in all black dress, right? Wearing a black dress. And as she entered the school and as she went to go sit down, right, in this classroom, she said she was missing some stationery, right, in the dream. Obviously, as a mentor, now I have to decipher the dream, right? I have to tell her that, okay, this is what this actually means. You are called into higher initiation, but you're not yet ready, all right? Because there's some things that you have not yet aligned, all right? So you need to go back, all right, and align some of your other energies, so that, right, you can get ready for higher initiation. Black, guys, is for the higher initiate ancestors, right? My other mentee, she's not from she's not here, she's from outside of South Africa, all right, and she said to me, Dr. Tash, I had a dream, right? I just saw I was given this black cloth, and then there was like a black car, all right, just speeding off, and I was very confused. And she was like, is this a bad thing? Black, all right, black speaks to power, black speaks to creation. Black is the mother of all colors, all right? So you are someone who is called into higher initiation. So most of the people that I'm seeing, or my mentees, they are people who are called into higher initiation, all right? And the higher initiation ancestors, guys, they self-initiate. You're not going to go through this initiation while sort of going to Sitko Petlo. It doesn't work like that. You are being guided through dreams. You're being guided through intuition. You're being guided through meditative states. My mentees, guys, are sitting at home, right? They're all over the world, and they are going through self-initiation, right? So the self-initiating ancestors, the royal ancestors, mostly the water royal lineages, they are going to take you through self-initiation. So the journey of the self-initiate is not for everyone. Not everyone is going to go through self-initiation. But self-initiation, it does exist, right, for those that are called to go through it. As a self-initiate, you're someone who is seeing things in your dreams. You are given clear instructions in your dreams, or you're given certain instructions in your dreams, and it is for you to sort of just follow through with what you are being shown. You are going to be guided. You are going to be given the cloths, all right, that you are seeing in your dreams. You're going to be given the tools. You're going to be given the instructions. There are certain things, all right, that you need to go through, the self-initiate. There are certain cleansings that you need to go through as a self-initiate. It's not to say that you are just sitting there dreaming, all right? You don't just dream and sit, all right? There are cleansings, there are steps, there's alignment. This is how the pathway goes. So do self-initiates have mentors? Yes, they do have mentors, but not in the traditional way where you're going to be sitting under someone, you know, for like 6 months or a year or something like that. No. The initiation, especially the water ancestors, they initiate you mostly when you're in the homestead, all right? Because there's certain things that you need to do. Fix umsamo. Fixing umsamo is number 1. And number 2, you're going to need to clear your karma, your ancestral karma, right? And there's many other cleansings, all right, that you need to go through even after that. All right, before you can even get to the color black, you have to align. This pathway, guys, for those of you that are dreaming of the black clothes, the black garments, it's about alignment. It's kind of like every instruction is a key, all right, to the next stage of your initiation. All right, this is how the initiation goes. So you need to take the instructions. You need to do what your guides are telling you through your intuition, through your visions, all right, and taking the instruction. You're already receiving the instructions through your dreams. But the journey of the self-initiate, guys, it is one of the most difficult. People think self-initiation is easy. No, it's not. It's one of the most difficult because of there's so many things that you need to do, right? You are responsible enough to sort of carry through the instruction while just receiving these visions and dreams. There's traveling that you need to do. There are places that you need to go and visit. Ancestors, maybe they show you a certain mountain or a waterfall or something. You need to take yourself there. Spend money, take yourself there, or drive there. All right. So self-initiation, it's not the easiest route. It is also very expensive. All right. Some of the clothes that you need to be making on your journey that you are seeing. And self-initiates, generally, they have a lot of garments because they have a lot of energies, all right, that they need to align. So it's not an easy pathway, guys. You're being guided step by step by step by step by step. All right, some memoya are vast, memoya are different. So they've got a lot of work to sort of like get through, taking certain instructions, and that is how the journey goes, guys. You are receiving instructions through the dream. Do this, do this, do this, do this. But it does not mean that self-initiates they don't have mentors. If you're feeling stuck on your journey, ask for help. You know, the mentor is there to facilitate certain things, not necessarily to lord over you, but to give you guidance, right? To give you guidance, to give you ways of maneuvering around some of the things that you need to go through, all right? To decipher some of your dreams, all right? Because some of the dreams are not clear. Some of the dreams can be very confusing on self-initiation. Like for example, you're shown a black cloth and immediately you're like, oh, it's witchcraft, because you don't understand it, right? And nobody has explained it to you before. So there's a lot of things that you need to align, guys, on your self-initiation journey. Some of us, we had some of the most difficult journeys because it was Ngena Puma. So it was a lot to figure out up until this point. This is why now ancestors can entrust us with people's lives, because we've learned a lot, right? We have gone through a lot through. Self-initiation, guys, it is real. It is real, but it can be very confusing. It is a journey. It is not going to be done within 1 month, right? It can take years for you to align, for you to, you know, follow the instructions, for you to, you know, cleanse all your energies and your spirits. Just to give clarity, right, about the self-initiation route. You're not initiating yourself. You're being initiated by the higher ascended angels, the higher ascended ancestors, and of course the universe, right, is in control of your gift. And trust me, this thing is happening all over the world. There are people that are waking up to themselves all over the world, not just in Africa. Concepts like nzunza, hosana, it's global. It is universal. All right. I'm seeing it through some of my mentees. I'm like, I can already tell this person has imimoy, you know. So The pathway, guys, is about alignment. It's about taking instructions. It's about following through with some of the cleansings that you need to go through. Right, as a self-initiate, the best way to start: number one, fixing umsamo; number two, clearing your karma. Those are very important. All right, you're not going to go anywhere on your self-initiation journey if you have not cleared your karma, because it's part of the alignment. And generally, water ancestors, guys, are not going to expect you to sort of like puza and palaza and do all these other things, right? They've got their own ways of working. They are self-initiating. They give instructions along your pathway, all right? And they're able to take you through their sort of initiation. If you guys need my help, my guides, I think I spoke about it in the previous video. My website is up, right? Helping those with self-initiation problems. We've grown, guys, on our spiritual journeys, and we are very grateful. I'm grateful to my guides, grateful to my ancestors, all right? Yeah, my website is up, www.safric.psychic.com, www.safric.psychic.com. It's a platform. Book your divinations. I do tarot divinations. I do bone divinations. Book your cleansings. There's a whole lot of other services that are there as well. Generally, you'll see it on the website. Self-cleansing kits, herbal meds, herbal medicines can be also ordered through the website as well. And what else? And the self-mentorship program. All right, so self-mentorship program, it's a program where you're going to be guided by me. All right, so each person's ancestors, guys, is very individualist. It's not a one-size-fits-all. Even some of the things that your ancestors require on the journey, right? Like my mentee, one of my mentees, her ancestors wanted her to make eucalyptus tea, right? And I looked at this, I'm like, yeah, eucalyptus is a herb that we use, but they wanted eucalyptus tea, right? Why? Because they want to take her through meditative states and to help her clear her mental fog, right? That is what they are requiring of her, all right? So ancestors, guys, are very different, and it's not a one-size-fits-all on the self-initiation journey as well, all right? So the mentorship, it is tailored to your individual needs, right? I help you, I give you certain instructions, I create certain lessons, and I create certain tasks to help you and your ancestors, right, get you through the self-initiation. But you know, we do have video calls, we do have calls, we do have consultations, weekly voice notes, and of course I create certain lessons to help you to understand certain energies, to help you to understand certain spirits. All right, so if you want to join my mentorship program, guys, it will be up on www.safric.psychic.com. I hope you heal. I wish you love and light. LESEDI KGANYA ashe ndawe pula namaste. We give thanks. Bye.